G'day everyone, this is an unboxing of the Breville Oracle model BES980. This one is in brushed stainless steel, and the lucky owner is my customer, Cherrie. She bought this machine and I'm just doing an unboxing and a demo for the machine later on. But in this video I'll be showing you what comes in the box, what to expect, and maybe like the best way to handle and unbox the machine, because it is a fairly large machine. Okay, so as you can see, it's very large. It's up to my knees actually. It's about 20 kilos, so if you have back issues or don't want to push yourself too hard, you might want to have someone help you unbox the machine. Breville actually recommends you unbox it on its side. So if you tilt it this way, so away from the camera, and you can pull out the styrofoam like that. Just because again the machine is really heavy and there's a chance that you might break the styrofoam if you pull it too hard, etc. But I personally know how to unbox them from top, so I'll be doing that in the video. When you first open the box, you get in the middle the accessory box and your water filter. So this is the water filter. It's the new design. Actually, it's called the Claro Swiss. So it comes with this new cartridge. If you have used the Breville machine in the past, you might know that the previous filter was sort of like a small white pod. This one is much larger. It's about this big, and this one actually softens the water as well. So the other one, the previous filter, used to only remove the unwanted flavors and particles from the water, whereas this one actually softens it and removes any hardness in the water. So like calcium and magnesium deposits, this one actually removes out of the water. This is really good because the machines don't have to be descaled if you change these filters on time. If you read the packaging, I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but it says can filter up to 40 liters and can last up to 3 months. If you change it every 3 months, you do not have to use a descaler. This is incredible because the descale cycle on these machines, not only is it very long, it's about an hour, maybe more, the descale cycle also has a chance of breaking the machine, so I recommend you don't descale your Breville Dual Boiler or Oracle Touch for that matter. So this is fantastic. I'll put this on the side. Next, obviously, with the accessories, I'm going to go through every single one of them. Sorry, I realized the video was a bit blurry in that section, so I've done this part again. This is the accessory box. Breville includes pretty much everything you need to get started with the Oracle. They're very generous with the accessories that they include with any of their machines really, but the Oracle more so. You obviously get the manual and the quick start guide. This has very useful information on like how to get started quickly without getting overwhelmed with the entire user manual. Sort of do's and don'ts. And what to do if let's say your coffee is running too quickly or too slowly. So very, very handy. I think I've got it upside down. Got the portafilter. This is a 58mm portafilter with the double basket inserted. So very nice baskets from Breville. They're very close to the VST baskets actually in terms of precision. At least that's what they say. Very nice weight, very, very well made, I would say. Nice fit and finish. I'm not sure if you've seen a Rancilio or a Gaggia portafilter in the past, but they usually come almost scratched and unfinished from factory. Breville actually polishes their portafilters so that you get the best user experience, I guess. Even with the plastic, it's a nice material. With a dual spout. This is removable. If you use a vice grip, you can actually unscrew. It's just really, really hard to remove, so you have to be careful. That's the portafilter. It's stainless steel, chrome plated, so it's not going to rust anytime soon. You've got your single basket, of course. Got a nice knockbox. This is the Breville. It's a Breville branded knockbox. And it's in the same material that the machine is finished with. This is brushed stainless steel. And actually, believe it or not, if you get the black truffle Oracle, you get a black truffle knockbox. So that's very smart of them. it does have a rubber sort of coating or a rubber layer on this bar, so you don't make a lot of noise when you knock the portafilter down. And it is removable if you want it to wash. I also have a nicely sized milk jug, again brushed stainless steel with the Breville logo. This is good for 1, maybe 2 drinks, so lattes or cappuccinos. This will be very handy. Cleaning tools, so you have your cleaning tablets, cleaning disc. For the clean cycle, you also have this pin. You can use it to clean the holes on the milk wand. So we've got 4 holes on the milk wand. This will help you remove any milk that's stuck in there. You've got a spare milk wand tip with the seals, I believe. Yeah, with a spare seal. And 2 Allen keys. The large one is for the group head, so you can change the group head seal in a couple of years when it's worn out. The group head seal you can change with that big Allen key, and the small Allen key is for the grinder adjustment, the tamper adjustment mechanism. You also have a brush with a magnet on one end. This magnet helps you remove that tamper fan with this magnet, and the brush is for the grinder. This other brush is for the group head, so you can clean the group head and remove any coffee grounds. I think that's all. Oh, and you also have like the milk wand solution. So there is a video on YouTube somewhere about how to clean the Oracle's steam wand. It is a process that I would recommend you do on time, otherwise your milk wand may be corroded or blocked over time. So that's the accessory box all done. Okay, so the way I unbox these machines, I turn it so that the face of the machine is facing towards me. I grab one handle on the styrofoam right here, so there's a place to grab it, and there's the group head itself. So just because the group head is the strongest part of the machine, you can handle that with no problems. There are handles for the styrofoam, so you can actually pull on these handles and lift the machine. But personally, I have seen the styrofoam break on these, where people pull this maybe too hard and the machine just falls through, which is not great. So one hand here, one hand on the group head, and pull. Machine seems to be stuck inside. Maybe the styrofoam is too, it's sort of pushing on the side, so it'll take a bit of force. There we go. So one hand on the group head, one hand on the styrofoam, push the box away, and there we go. Be gentle when you put it in and out of the box, just because, like I said, it's a very heavy machine and the styrofoam can snap from underneath. If you're interested, I can tell you how to find the manufacture date on these machines. It's stamped on the bottom side, so this is the bottom side of the machine. It's stamped in black, very hard to see on camera, but this one says 21/27, which I did the maths. It's so 21 means 2021 and 27 means 27th week. So this one is July 2021. So manufactured in July of 2021. And the warranty from Breville is usually 2 years, so this one has a warranty until July of 2023. I will bring it closer to camera in case you were interested in what that looks like. I'm not sure if it's visible at all because the camera screen is facing away from me, but hopefully you can see it down there at the bottom of the sticker. Great. There is also a serial number sticker on the water tank bay, so if you remove the water tank you can see the sticker there. Yeah, so just put the machine upright and then lift it to one side, pull the styrofoam, lift it to the other side. Because it's a brand new machine, it's got all the plastics and all the stickers. I'll be removing those because I'll be doing a demonstration on this in the morning, tomorrow morning. So got a very nice, actually it's a large bean hopper. I think this takes about 400 grams, maybe more. Just clicks on there. Move the cable out of the way. Let me just double check that the machine is in frame. Alright, great. Yeah, very nice, very shiny, as you would expect. We've got stickers around here on the drip tray. This is very important because the drip tray, you know, if it doesn't have stickers, it would get scratches everywhere, pretty much. So I receive machines where they forget to put the stickers back. So I usually have a lot of scratches on this end here as well. So this one has the stickers, which is great. I'll be sure to put the stickers back when I'm done with the demonstration. Got a sticker for the water tank lid, and one for on the fill inlet, or the water tank inlet on top, which is where you put the water if you use a kettle or a Brita water filter. Sorry, yeah, a filtered water jug. We can also remove the water tank and fill it that way. Your water filter will click in place over here. So with the adapter, it clicks into this outlet. Very simple. Click that in place. What else? Yeah, I'll be removing these maybe for now. Putting them on the side. I will keep the stickers in place, so I'll let you do the honors of removing those. But yeah, the stickers on the screen is what I'm referring to. So 3 screens. So one for the grind size adjustment, one for the actual screen and the temperature reading, and one for the steam froth and temperature. Yeah, it's a very handsome machine, I would say. Looks quite different from the classic Italian machines, I would say. This follows Breville's language, which is sharp, angular, modern, I would say. Really like the look of Breville's machines. And especially in this brushed stainless steel, which personally is my favorite. It's very sleek. It fits with pretty much every kitchen appliance that I have. You know, my fridge is stainless steel, my dishwasher, my oven is stainless steel. So I think stainless steel goes well with really almost every appliance out there. Yeah, and not much to say. Very nice construction all around. You've got your accessory tray back here. You can put your baskets, your cleaning tools, if you wish, in that tray. I think for the unboxing, that's it. I'll just be going over an overview of the Oracle and what you might want to consider an Oracle or an Oracle Touch. You know, it is a dual boiler machine, so that means it's got 2 boilers, one for the coffee, one for the steam. Out of the sort of portafilter design machines, this is pretty much the most automated machine out there. It's as automated as it gets. You know, the next step of automation would be a fully automatic or an espresso. It's because it grinds and tamps for you. So it's got the built-in tamper and distributor up here. It will sort of measure the output as well of coffee, so it'll give you the same amount of coffee every time. Very automatic. And also the milk wand is automatic, so if you put milk in your jug, put it up here. Sorry, fill the milk up to here, so it has to be above the white line, and press the automatic. Sort of choose the automatic setting on the wand. It'll steam the milk up to the desired temperature, and also the level of froth, so you can select how frothy you want the milk to be. So very easy to use, and it tastes just as good as a manual barista machine. So coming towards the end of the video, I just wanted to highlight some of the design choices and the engineering that Breville has put in this machine. It really is a well thought out machine, and I'm very impressed. You know, after all, you are paying a premium for it, so it has to be really well thought out. So I guess we can start from the left to the right. The Breville automatic tamping system works just like a distributor would, if you've ever used a distributor before. It's this spinning disc that makes sure that coffee grounds are spread evenly across the puck. But what's special about this one is it also not only distributes it but tamps it. So I'm not sure how they do it, maybe magic. There is a sensor in there that detects how much resistance the coffee puck is putting on the tamper itself. So it will stop when the right amount of coffee is reached. These settings are in the menu, so you can go into the menu and select how hard or how long to tamp for. So in case you're not happy with the tamp, you can adjust it in the settings. The tamper fan itself also has a screw adjustment. So that small Allen key that I had before, that small Allen key can be used to adjust the height of that screw so that you can either increase or decrease the amount of coffee that you get. From factory, I think these are set to around 22 grams of output, which is very strong for a double shot. Some people may want a bit more, some people may want a bit less, so you can reduce that. I believe the maximum is 24, maybe 23 grams, and you can bring it down all the way to 18 grams, 19, 18 grams, just by adjusting that mechanism. So you have control over the force of the tamp, the duration, and the height of the tamper, so that means that pretty much the dosage that you put in can be controlled as well if you wish. The group head is heated. This is a feature on all of the dual boiler machines. Very, very nice. So there's a heating element in the boiler itself. Of course, that's how the boiler can heat. But there's also a heating element around the group head. So this will maintain the temperature to a very, very consistent margin because this whole block of metal is heated. So that means the portafilter is also heated. So when you turn on the machine, and wait 10-20 minutes, you'll find the portafilter really hot to the touch. That's because there is a heated group head on this machine. So very good for temperature consistency. You only see this on very fancy machines, like $2,000 and more. For example, heat exchanger, E61 machines, and dual boiler machines. It is a 58mm portafilter, like I mentioned. So that means it's the same size as a commercial machine. Not the exact same portafilter, but it's the exact same size. So 58mm. That means all sorts of commercial equipment can work with this machine. So dosing funnels if you wish, distributors or tampers, fancy tampers if you wish to use an external grinder for any reason, and portafilter, I guess you can call it portafilter holders. There's all sorts of equipment you can buy for coffee machines. It's crazy. And yeah, 58mm apparently is the optimal sort of size for coffee extraction, I guess. So it makes sense that they went with that size as well. The drip tray, so looking at the drip tray, it is very large. So this will last probably a week, maybe less if you make a lot of coffees, but probably a whole week you can go without emptying the drip tray. You may want to change it more often if it starts smelling funny, but because of the large size, you don't actually fill it really quickly. Especially because this dual boiler does not have to cool down the boiler. Some cheaper machines cool down the boiler by pumping water, and all that water goes to the drip tray. This machine does not do that. And the only way you can get water into the drip tray, I guess only way is when you finish a shot, the pressure from the shot goes and leaves the coffee handle or the portafilter, leaves and goes into the drip tray so that you don't have a mess when you undo the portafilter. So that's one way you fill the drip tray. Also, any dripping from the portafilter from here, or any water or hot water tap, water can fall into the drip tray without making a mess. Or even the steam, so if you have any steam, you can just turn it on like this to purge, and that goes into the drip tray. And the machine, so while we're on the steam one again, it has an auto clean feature, so once you're done frothing the milk, push it down, it'll actually clean itself. So it'll pulse about 5 times to empty the chambers or empty the holes from any milk. If it doesn't clean itself, or if you turn it off before it cleans itself, you might get blockage in these holes. There's 4 holes where the steam comes out of. What else? Like I said, the top water fill lid. It's very smart. You don't have to take out the water tank and take it to the sink to fill. You can just use your kettle jug. It's got a sight line here, so you can see how much water you have. Some machines you can't actually see the water level, so you have to peek through the water tank, which is not always convenient. So you can just see how much water you have. And this is lit, by the way, so there's an LED on the inside that lights up the water tank. Very nice. And also with the water tank, if it's if it's taken out or if it's empty and it needs filling, the machine will tell you. So it'll tell you to fill the water tank, which is very smart again, so that the machine doesn't burn itself and run empty. And on the software, there's a lot of really nice features. For example, with the buttons, you can program them. So you can either choose programming by time or by volume. So either you can choose 30 milliliters and 60 milliliters, or you can do like 20 seconds and 30 seconds. You can choose whichever you want to program it to. It's got a hot water tap, so you can get hot water for Americanos, which by the way does have a long black function. So if you want a long black Americano style coffee, you can just select the length with this dial, and it'll actually give you the hot water and then brew the espresso, which is very convenient. You don't have to move the cup around, unlike other machines. The menus also allow you to change the PID, so you can select, the default is 93 degrees, but you can select a bit higher or a bit lower. I think it goes all the way down to 86 and all the way up to 97. Not that you have to change it from factory. The option is there if you wanted to experiment with different temperatures. So some coffees taste better at colder temperatures, some coffees taste better at hotter temperatures. And let's say your coffee tastes, for example, if your coffee tastes too bitter, that means the temperature is probably too high for that coffee bean. So you can bring the temperature down and try to play with that variable. The machine will remind you when to do the cleaning cycle with that disc and tablet that I showed you before. It will remind you when to do the descale cycle, but like I said, avoid doing the descale cycle. I would either take it to a technician if you really needed to descale it for whatever reason. But if you change the water filters very frequently, so every 3 months, you don't have to do the descale cycle ever again. You can actually clear the descale cycle in one of the menus, but that's for a future video. Actually, I have a video on that on my channel. And the machine has an auto on function, so I have that on my Dew boiler. The auto on function, like the name suggests, it turns on the machine automatically, so you can tell the machine to wake up at 7 AM and the machine will be up by 7:10, ready to go. So you don't have to wait 10 minutes every time when you want to make coffee every morning. So that's very convenient. I think it also has an auto off function, so you can either keep the machine on for 30 minutes, 3 hours, or forever. So you can play with those settings to suit your lifestyle. I think we're nearing the end of the features. The drip tray has an auto, not an auto. It has an indicator of when to empty. So if it gets too filled up, it'll tell you empty me, which is very nice. You saw the storage tray. That's a very convenient place to store your accessories. The top tray is metal, so this entire piece is made of aluminium, I think, or steel. It's probably an alloy. I'm not exactly sure, but it feels like aluminium, and it gets really hot when you turn on the machine and wait maybe 10 minutes. So by the end of 10 minutes, the tray will be nice and hot. So you can put, I think, 1 or 2 cups that can fit here. This will warm up your cups while the machine is booting up and heating. You have a descale access here. You wouldn't use it, but you can use it to empty the boilers if you wanted to flush or clear the boilers, or if you wanted to send it to a technician. This descale access makes life so much easier because you can just drain the boiler rather than having to use a siphon or flip the machine upside down, which are the options for machines that don't have the descale access. The grind size on the grinder is stepless, so there are numbers on the screen that tells you what grind size you're in. So it goes from 1 to 45, 1 being really fine, 45 being really coarse. So the finer you go with the grind size, the slower the coffee will be. So because the particles of coffee are so small and packed, it'll be harder to push water through. So you can change the grind size to make your coffee go quicker or slower. But unlike with cheaper machines and grinders, this is stepless, so you can change very, very small. So let's say you'll find number 30 to be too large and number 29 to be too small. You can actually put it just in between 28 or 29 because it's an infinitely adjustable sort of corkscrew mechanism, so it's not stepped. It uses conical burrs. If that interests you, it's stainless steel burrs made by Baratza, I believe. I will show you what that looks like. Very nice stainless steel burrs. I think they test these from factory, so in one of the manuals it says that each machine is calibrated, so you can use the machine as is. You don't have to play with the adjustment here, because there is actually an adjustment. It goes from 1 to 10. This will adjust the grind size in addition to this adjustment. So you have the grind size selection here, but you have an internal mechanism over here on the burr itself. This is the top burr, where you can change it from 1 to 10. Maybe the camera isn't picking this up, but yeah, you can change it from 1 to 10, which is yeah, it's like a little secret. If your machine ever needs calibration, you can just play with these settings. But before you play with these settings, maybe let me know what's the issue and I can try to help you out. Yeah, so it just clicks back in place. I would remove this for cleaning. So maybe every month or so you can grab a vacuum cleaner and just vacuum the beans and then remove the burrs, the top burr, remove it and vacuum again. You can just clear out any old coffee or oils that are built up over time. And there is a cleaning procedure that I think it's in the manual, where you undo the nut here and go deeper into the grinder and clean it that way. But that's a bit more involved. I think I'm running out of features to talk about. That's a lot of things, it's in the menu. I forgot to say that there's the normal menu, there's an advanced menu, and there's a service menu. So the normal menu is the one that you see, day to day, where you can change the cup size, you can change the temperature and the tamper settings. There's also an advanced menu that you can change the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius, or if you wanted to change the temperature of the steam boiler, not that you want to play with that anyway, but you can change the temperature of the steam boiler and a few other settings as well. And there's also an advanced menu. The advanced menu is for technicians. It helps with finding any errors in the machine, any error codes, and you can also reset the descale cycle from that menu. So the service menu is how you clear the descale menu, the descale message that you get on the machine every year or so. Yeah, it's a very, very well designed machine. I really love it. For a machine that combines manual quality, so manual machine quality with automatic convenience, I think it hits the mark very well, and I think that's why the machine is so successful. Yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I think this is going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. It is a fairly long video. Hope you enjoyed the machine. Hope this video has helped you at least in some way. And I look forward to answering your comments in the comment section. And yeah, have a good day. Cheers.